Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So I got a couple of new molds in. This one is, oh my gosh, I got hair all over it already. This one is, it's a planter pot, but it's like a lady and she's resting on her hands. So we're gonna do this one today, and I'm going to use the Eye Candy Sukio Blue with the some ghost blue in it, and we're gonna just see what kind of effect that gives us. So we're gonna do that. I mixed up 8 ounces. I don't know how much this takes because I just got it and I wanted to pour it, so I didn't want to measure it. So I mixed up 8 ounces. I'm thinking it's gonna be around 4 or 5-ish ounces. So I'm gonna start with that, and then I'm going to fill this with the cyan blue mica powder. So we're just gonna back coat that. I did take some tape and go all the way around. I did forget one little spot there for the glow in the dark, but I'm not gonna worry. And there is one little line there, so I'm not gonna fret over it. I'm thinking it's still gonna be cute, so we're gonna go with that. So like I said, I mixed up. I did 8 ounces of the Bond Craftor epoxy resin. It's a 1-to-1 by volume, not by weight. So I'm just going to clean this off a little bit here. So I'm just kind of scraping this down. And I will take a paper towel. I'll try to. And I'm just gonna get the bulk of that resin off. And I will spray this with some alcohol, kind of give it another wipe. And then I'll just use my baby wipe and finish wiping it down. So yeah. Gosh, I am so tired today. I've been doing so much. So I'm gonna end up having to scrape all that because it's getting all clunky. So much for me thinking I'm cleaning it good, right? All right, so this is the cup that I measured it in. So I'm gonna put 5 ounces. Let's do 4.5. All right. So I am just gonna give this another mix. Just so if there's any, you know, resin in here that it gets mixed in good. All right. So remember, I have a discount code if anybody wants any of the Eye Candy product. That will be in the description. This blue is so pretty. Look at how dark that is. So I'm hoping, and that might be too much. We'll see. I'm just getting used to using the Eye Candy, so it is new to me and I love it so far. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So I'm just gonna like scrape my stick to make sure that I get any of that pigment into my cup here. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I'm just gonna, and we'll see what that does. So I'm hoping that it gives like a really nice shimmer throughout it. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Of course, it doesn't look the same on camera as in person. So I figure I would start with this and see how much it holds. So then I can mix this up, and if I have enough, we can do that one too. So I figured I'd start with one first where I don't know how much it takes. But it does have that big, like, finger thing in the middle that's going to displace a lot of it at the bottom. So hopefully, and I am going to do a little bit around the bottom, and then I'm going to like stop and give it a good squishy. Because I don't think there's like a lot of little places for bubbles to get trapped, but there is, you know, like a face in the fingers. So I'm thinking that would be the spot if anything is gonna you know, get hung up, that's where it's gonna get hung up. And if I would have done the 5, I would have had enough. Oh, so close. So close and yet so far away. All right, so let me give that a good spritz, and we will put another ounce. So that would make it 5.5, but yeah. That. And I also will link these, this mold. Oh, and my new bunny mold came. Remember a few videos back, I busted my bunny mold? Well, I didn't realize that came from Julie at Pouring Your Heart Out. So yeah, that's where I got the bunny mold off Amazon. All right, so we don't need as much because we've only got an ounce in here. But I still want it to have that little swirl. All right, and I didn't run this through the debubbler at all, so we will just kind of see what happens. Now, I'm assuming that hole stays there. So that automatically comes with like a watering hole for your water to drain out. All right, so now I am going to be doing these in the mix to mold, but I figured I would try it with the epoxy first, and that way, you know, we'll be able to see what they both look like. All right. So I have a little bit in here, and maybe what I'll do is we'll pop some of the glow-in-the-dark pigment in here, and I will throw it in my little dog. I don't know if this will glow through the darkness, but I guess we're gonna find out, right? So that is what I had extra, and I just didn't have the energy to like mix up any more. So I figured we'd finish it today. And I might not even still have enough to fill this, but it'll be another layer in there. And then we'll be able to see if it will glow through the dark color. Yes, I've been doing so much. My husband's like, do you just want Chinese for supper tonight? We'll go get some takeout. I'm like, yes, please. And then a couple of my friends want me to go to lunch tomorrow with Mexican, so I wasn't gonna go, and my husband's like, go. So I guess I'm gonna be doing that too. So I figured if I take a few days to relax and then get back on track. All right, so now let's mix in this cyan blue into here. And I don't know how much that's gonna take. I've got, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches. 2 or 3 ounces, my goodness. All right, so I guess I'm gonna do it like that because I don't have the, and I do want this part to be opaque. And I think we're gonna add just a little bit more because I can still kind of see the purple through my stick. And I do have a discount code on the Let's Resin products too in the description. So I do have another mold similar to that. It's actually a little girl's face. So we're going to be doing that pretty soon. And I'm going to be doing a big clock on wood. So I've been slowly getting the products that I needed for the project. And my clock template face came in today. And it wasn't supposed to come in until like the beginning of next week. So I was like, yes. So that will probably be, I'll probably be starting that on Saturday. Yeah, so that should be out beginning of next week sometime. All right, let's give that a, just pop some more bubbles as we go here. And let's see. I wanted to keep this still fairly light colored, in a color that would match the pink and so we're gonna have enough. And I've got, I'm probably gonna have to do something really, I'm gonna pour just a little bit of this in here. And hopefully it just, all right. I don't know what that's gonna do, but we will see. It's awful pretty on the bottom, I know that much. All right, let me grab one of my my frog or my axolotl. Where are my little guys? Where did I put those molds? Right here. Alrighty. So I'm not going to do that one. Alright, so let's pour the little axolotl. You know what? I'm going to brush some glow-in-the-dark powder on this and see if it's gonna glow through. I'm gonna use a different, I'm gonna use the coral. And we'll just see, because like I said, I don't know if it will glow by brushing this on. So why not try it on a smaller piece before we, go ahead and do something big. Just get a little bit down in his gills. And I don't even care if he's like completely colored, because it's just more or less to try it and see. All right. That way there we will know with just something little before I go and do those skulls that I want to do. That way I'll know at least, yes, it worked, or no, it didn't, so I'll go to plan B. All right, so let's get this little bugger filled, but I do want to go into the gills. I think there's only 2. There's 3. The other one's up a little higher. Sorry, guys. Hair. Got it that time. Okay. Get his little feet. So we've got our little guy there. And we'll just see how much of this we can fill. And I think we'll have plenty to fill in. Just want to make sure that there's no bubbles in the toes. Because these make really cute keychains. And I've got just a tiny bit left. Let's see if I've got something. I don't think we'll have enough for a koi fish, but let's try it. Let's try it and see. I might be able to scrape enough. And if it's not quite enough, I can always do the fins in like a clear UV resin. So we'll let that cure, and then I will I'll just put some clear UV resin in the areas that didn't have any. Let me just see here what I can squeeze off the squeeze off of the paddle. So we might I'll just bring some up into the fins, and then we'll put a coat of UV resin. All right, I'm just trying to get down into that back fin. All righty. And then we will let these cure, and I'll be back on demold. So I will just go ahead and get this cleaned up. I gotta just clean my fingers here so I don't get it all over my phone. Alrighty guys, I will be back for demold.